now we're going to do a quick 10-minute power flow for when you have low energy, or ladies, if it's that time of the month. Plus, real quick, a secret that I have to keeping my muscles extra warm for my practice is I actually have an infrared space heater in my yoga room, plus a regular space heater, which is off right now due to volume, sound quality, but I have both of these going plus curtains, and it creates this awesome heated space for me. So if you're interested in heating up your practice, I'd recommend looking into getting some space heaters, especially an infrared one. So let's go ahead and get started in our 10-minute flow. We will begin by coming into a variation of tabletop. So we're going to walk our hands a little bit out in front of our shoulders. Nice gentle clawing in the hands. Take the knees underneath the hips and a little bit behind the hips. So we'll take an inhale here, somewhat of a reaching cow. So we're coming forward. Back of the neck is long. Inhale. Exhale, the tailbone curls first, which initiates the rest of the spine to follow. Exhale, you can round all the way down into child's pose, or as far as it feels good. Inhale. Now, there's ways to make this more power or less power, always. So you can inhale and then like lift up through the legs and then bend to come forward into like a cobra pose or stopping in that cow. It's up to you and what your spine wants. Or you can engage and create some more upper body muscle work by inhaling and pulling through the arms and coming up through a low chaturanga, then lifting into cobra or up dog. That's pretty intense though, so again, if you have low energy, it might be better to just come into child's pose, inhale, gently lift through into cobra. So we'll just move like this a couple more rounds. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose so everything is audible. Inhaling, come back to center. Beautiful. We'll walk the hands more underneath the shoulders and just a little bit closer together, and walk the knees a little bit closer in as well. Inhale, lift your left leg long behind you. Take your knee, bend it, and lift it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, carry it through all the way, range of motion. Inhale, lunge forward. It's okay if your knee comes over your ankle as long as you're not feeling any twinging or pain in that knee. I'm also gently stretching my wrists here too. Exhale, press back. We're doing a nice runner stretch here. It's up to you on how you want the legs to be. Trying to keep that heart coming through the shoulders. Exhale, back into your lunge. Inhale, try and with control. When we use our control in our muscles, that's what's going to get our energy kind of burning and churning. You can exhale, do a little round here. Inhale, coming back to neutral. Inhale, lift that right leg nice and long. So again, if we're using muscle as if I'm moving through molasses versus just momentum setting things down, you're not really working your muscles there. Here we're getting stabilizers, muscle, core, whole body, while simultaneously stretching and reaching to our range of motion and also increasing your range of motion. Exhaling, press back. Inhale, coming forward on that lunge with control. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, round to set it down. Inhale, tabletop. So then we're just going to do that 2 more times each side. Left leg lifts now. Inhale, bend and lift that left knee. Exhale, carry it through. If you need to wiggle it, grab it, feel free. As we exhale, we're lunging forward, heart reaches through, keeping the hips square. Exhale, press into that front foot, pull into the back leg. Inhale. Exhale with control, lifting that leg back and behind. Maybe a little back bend if it feels good. Exhale, set it down, roll around in your cat. Inhale, tabletop. Lifting that right leg, Go ahead and bend that right knee, lifting it up towards the sky. Exhale, carry it all the way around. Lunging, pulling that right hip back, left hip forward, and pushing and pulling. Inhale, reach back. You can flex or point. Exhale, coming back to that lunge, lift that leg nice and strong, carry it through. And exhale back down. Beautiful. Other side, last time. Moving with just a little bit more speed now that you know where we're going. We're a little bit more warmed up. Beautiful. And then right leg. Exhale, walk your hands out, tuck your toes, press back, downward dog. Go ahead and paddle your feet here. Taking a moment. And then inhale, settle. Really bend your knees, press into your hands. We're going to pull the shoulders into the spine. Breathe and puff up between the shoulder blades. Still keeping those shoulder blades down the back. Neck is long, reaching out towards your hands. Exhale, press your heart through to your thighs. Inhale, lift your hips up and back. As you then exhale, let your heels sink towards the earth. Breathe here. On your next inhale, bend your knees. Look at the top of your mat. Lift your hips high and then try and walk your feet nice and slow all the way to the top. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to come into some chair. So however you like to have your chair, feet together, feet underneath the hips or a little bit wider, goddess, whatever. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees with your hands, your fingertips grazing the mat. Nice and strong in your legs. Inhale, lift the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Inhale, tuck the pelvis under slightly as you sit. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bending through. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, lengthen your spine nice and long. Press into your legs, press into your hips. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale. Inhale, float the heart up. Inhale, let the pelvis come under just slightly to lift the heart. Exhale, down. Folding forward. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Go ahead and bend those knees, lengthen the spine nice and long. Press into your feet, into your legs. Inhale, arms float up. Inhale, can you sit up just a little bit more while sinking down? One more breath here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And we're going to slightly bend the knees, heel toe them apart just slightly so the heels are underneath the sit bones. And then your toes are out at an angle. So then inhale, bend the knees, lengthen your heart out, just like we were setting up for our chair. But this time, exhale, let the hips sink down. Press into the feet, pull the thighs together gently. Lift the heart. I'm really pressing into my feet. Breathe. Exhale. Set your bottom down. Scooching back gently. Take your sits bones nice and wide. Bending your feet. or bending your knees to place your feet on the ground. Inhale, sit up nice and tall so you have your heart open, shoulders are pinching back. You can grab the backs of the thighs. Inhale, float the legs up. Half bow pose here. Inhale. Exhale with control, low boat. Inhale up, half boat. Exhale, low. Inhale up. Last time, exhale, low. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. And then bring the feet together, knees drop wide. Gently fold forward. Again, kind of walk the hips side to side. Inhale, really lift through the heart, hinging at the hips. I like to press into my feet, so I really feel the resistance and stretch all through my inner and outer thighs. You can even use your shins as leverage or help hold your legs up and together slightly. Exhale, completely rounding forward. Take 2 rounds of breath here. Exhale it out. Helps to release the energy down, calm the energy. Inhale 1 more. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, lift through the heart first. Let the chin rise. Inhale, slowly sit back up. Knees come together. Gentle hug. Thank you, knees. We'll go ahead and step our left foot out in front of us. Right foot comes to the other side of our knee. You can totally stay here if this is your stretch, or if you want to go a step further, lay that knee down on top of your left knee. Again, always making sure that both of the points underneath your bottom are touching the mat. If this is enough for you, you can stay here, or we can even take it another step further and bend that other knee underneath as well. Again, maybe lifting up, stretching the sit bones wide, sitting tall. Inhale here. Exhale, hinging at the hips, keeping the heart lifted. Exhale, rounding forward now, all the way through the spine. Inhale, heart lifts the chin, slowly up. Rocking back with your hands supporting your body. Cross those legs. You can sizzle, sizzle, sizzle them like bacon. Stretch that right leg out. Left foot can come to the outside if this is your stretch, or rest that knee on top. If you want to take it all the way, both knees are bent with both hips, both sides of your hips evenly on the ground. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, hinging forward. I'm keeping my flat back and reaching with my heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lifts the chin, slowly sitting back. Unwind the legs. We'll go ahead and lay it all the way back. Tucking the shoulders underneath the spine. Bring the arms out to a T. You can keep the feet on the ground here. Inhale, lift the hips. Set them over to the right. Lift your knees. You can take your left knee, I like to do this opposite. Left knee over the right and wrap like eagle as much as possible. You don't have to wrap all the way, just whatever your body is capable of. And then exhale, let it drop over to the left. The reason why I like my left leg on top here instead of the other way is I like my hips to roll back more. And then stretching across, breathe. Beautiful, and then I'm going to reach my right hand, glide it across my collarbones, reach it all the way to my left hand, unwind my legs, coming into a fetal position, and then bringing my whole body back to center. Setting the hips, just noticing the body. Inhale, lift the hips, set them over to the left now. Pick the legs up. Right leg's gonna come on top of my left, wrapping as much as feels good for you. You can even set a block down if that's too much. And I'm really extending through that left shoulder and arm, breathing. And then when you're ready, curl that left arm in, reach it across the collarbone, sliding to the right hand. Unwind the legs, coming into fetal position. Inhale, coming back to center with your whole body. Resetting the hips, letting the knees fall in, feet come kind of wide here. Just take a moment. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees up to the shoulders. Take the arms between the legs, grabbing the outsides of the feet, lifting up into happy baby. Rocking side to side here. Bring the knees into the belly. And then just gently lay out into your Savasana. Deep inhale into the whole body. Exhale. Feel everything melt down, down, down. Nice and heavy. Taking in every bit of your practice. Allowing it to integrate into the muscles, the cells. Gently roll to one side, keeping the eyes closed or soft gaze. Slowly sit up, bringing the heart to heart center, or bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale at the heart, exhale, bow the mind. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Go spread love and light, my lovely light beings. Namaste.